And we is live.
We's live.
Episode 9 of Mother and Son Having Sense. Crap! Mother and Son Making Sense Out of Nonsense. Plus
more.
I was going to say comedic pause. Plus more.
Oh, right. We do need a pause. And good job. You almost got the title. I'll do it next week.
Mother and Son Making Sense Out of Nonsense. Plus more. Plus more.
Plus more.
I'm just going to dive in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Did we ever answer this question? We asked this question, how do I practice humility? We answered that.
Oh, how do we practice humility?
Yes. That was the question that.
No, let's dive into that. Practice humility. Okay.
How do you practice humility? I was online and one of the world's global gurus posted that, what did he say? Oh, here we go. The more humble you are, the more character you have. That was the post. And of course I disagreed with that. And I wrote back, that's one perspective. This whole humility thing and character is another story. This is my perspective from the ego, humility. But what is humility? And is humility even universal? So here we go. This is my answer. Would you like to answer first?
Well, no, just keep talking.
The only reason you need to practice humility is because you believe you're separate.
So I didn't hear a definition of humility.
It says, how do I practice? So the definition of humility, number one, is a program. Number two, it's not universal. And the only reason you need, let's look at the universe is getting me all choked up. The only reason you need humility is because you believe you're separate. Oneness, we're all one, eliminates the word humility. Humility doesn't exist in the universe. That's what I wrote.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but that doesn't sound like a very humble answer to what is humility. But I like some of that. I like that what I heard was, okay, separateness. One way I practice humility is just by saying I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know, or even I might not know. And I say I might not know because I think there are moments and things I do know. I might not know just leaves a little space for, because being humble, the opposite is pride. And my ego just wants to think he knows everything. There's not even room to not be at the top.
Okay, now we're getting into pride and humility. And what is that anyway? It's a human man-made concept. And it's also, and I get the concept, and I agree with that. I agree with opposite of pride, the vibration. So we'll talk about a vibration and energy. And we were talking about this on the phone a couple of days ago about what I don't know. And just getting to a point, I'm going to say the word because this ego, this Rebecca Norrington ego, thinks she knows some things. I mean, some things I know. And now the practice is, just like you said, I don't know.
Yes, there's something else you said that I really liked. now what's coming to me is humility is I'm not the universe. I'm not that force. I'm not that godlike whatever that is it's not Nathan. And Nathan isn't, no matter how much he thinks or acts or whatever he doesn't do is not going to make him that entity. And that feels humble to me. And I don't think humility isn't universal language. That's man, humility, human.
I really like what you said, Nathan. And that's one of the reasons why I tell you that I'm not Rebecca Norrington. I am the universe. I'm leaning that way, leaning. My both feet are in that universal world. Somebody was talking to me too, and I said, no, I'm not human. I'm more. I mean, I'm human, but I'm more than that. I'm embracing the more. I'm embracing the more. I'm embracing the more. Next topic. Unless you have something to say about that.
No, that's good. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, let's bounce.
Here we go. Now, this is real life, as I would say, reality, spirituality. Last night, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And your mother, I'm not worried about things. I'm not any of that. I'm no, oh God, if I have a hurt arm, I don't think I have cancer. I just, my mind doesn't think like that. But last night I've been having these chest, they're pains, they're just tightness in my chest for the last couple of days. And then last night I had it again. And then I started sweating. I mean, I'm at home. It's 58 degrees in here. And I started sweating. So now I'm looking at my phone, signs of a heart attack. Okay, sweating. And then, so what do I do? And then it says, and it said, what do you do if you're home alone? Which I was. Sit down, put your back up against the wall. I did. I sat there, put my back up against the wall. And Nathan, I promised you, I started thinking, I said, okay, what if this is it? What if I am going to have a heart attack here and just die on the floor? It was, I went right into acceptance. I said, okay, if I have to go, I have to go. And then I wrote two notes. I wrote 2 notes, one to you and one to our brother. And I said, oh, okay. I said, this is to you. I said, having chest pains, if this is it, I'm happy. The book is complete. I finished the book. Just a little bit of editing. The book is complete. I love you, Nathan. Have fun, laugh a lot, love yourself, accept yourself, stay open. I'm always with you, always. And then I said, laugh, laugh. I said, laugh, 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 laugh. At every goddamn thing. And then I just wrote to our brother. I said, I love you forever. Take care of Nathan and Sydney. But I wasn't even crying. I'm crying. Who knows why I'm crying now? But I wasn't crying. I was just acceptance. I said, okay, if this is it, 68. Yeah, a lot of people go out at 68. And then because I was laying down on the floor, and then I said, I have more things to do. And I just stayed there till I felt a little bit better. And I got up. And that was yesterday. Next moment.
What a banger. I I really appreciate the note.
Yeah.
And I mean taking time out of that moment to write me a note, letting me know what's going on, having chest pains. If this is it, I'm good.
Uh-huh.
That I want to know that you know, I don't want to envision you shocked and all freaked out. You're good. Letting me know, keep laughing, be happy, do your thing.
I
It's very,
was,
very, very, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, I'm not going to say surprised, but I was very interested in witnessing how calm I was.
Yes.
The calmness was crazy. And the story would be, I don't know if I would have been calm a year ago, but the calmness was crazy, Nathan.
Yeah, that is, I what more can one ask for in this life, to be calm in the face of possibly last few moments. Acceptance, all the way acceptance.
And surrender.
And surrender. I'm also surprised by the calm. Can I tell you what I'm most surprised by?
Yes.
The
What does your
you're,
tattoo say?
oh, well,
Well, you just had it up, I just don't remember. I love that tattoo. I just don't remember what you told me.
yeah. So we got two L. L is Lexi and Luna. Plus N is Nathan equals F. That's family. 9 is September 2023. That's when I got it, 2023. And it's in a math equation because I love math. And it also reminds me to stay that there's a solution to every problem, and there's balance in the universe. And to remind me that I love math as a child, and there's still that little child in me.
I just have one question, you
Yes.
mother effer. Where's your mother? Lexi and Luna, those are cats. Where's your mother on your tattoo? Where?
You're not on that one. You're on the third one.
That you haven't gotten yet?
I haven't gotten yet.
Oh,
and thank
okay.
God didn't die last night, so now you'll be able to see it. But anyway, I was interrupted, and I will go back and say that. But I love the tattoo a lot. I love the tattoo, and I like explaining. It also is open for interpretation. Yeah, keep biting, bite a little harder, honey. So, yeah, two hands. So I love the calmness. That's universal all the way. I'm surprised by that, to hear that, and I'm also but I'm mostly surprised is by your short-windedness.
What?
you heard me.
Short-windedness when? Then?
In your note, it was very clear. It was concise, and it was short.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, does it take a near-death experience to help you put a sock in it?
Apparently. You think I'm going to write you a long note?
And our bro got an even shorter note.
Yeah, our bro just got this note, just a little.
Yeah, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
And now look at you, next morning and yapping again.
Yes, next morning. I have more things to do. They're not going to take me out yet. They told me I have more things.
And I really do love that note, and I like, yeah, it just feels there's something really special about taking time out to write that note and taking me in that moment.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if anytime I take a trip, usually I started this in Roseburg, that I write a note on and leave it on the counter if I don't come back for you. Okay. You always have notes.
Okay.
I always leave you notes.
Well, I love that. I didn't know that. and it just what you and I talked about. I know we can move on too. There's a lot to talk about, but when you go, if you go before me, keeping everything tight and clean and doing whatever you can for me, that feels
I
like
like you.
right.
One
You
of these days it will be reciprocated.
it well, it won't be reciprocated, but it will be reciprocated.
What?
You heard me.
And that's so funny. And you mispronounced a word last week, but I didn't say nothing about it.
Okay, well, listen, we're just human, isn't that right?
No, I'm not.
Well,
Next topic.
all right.
We started talking about this on the phone about jobs and how you were talking about a job that you had and feeling that it was a loser job, or that's what you said.
That is what I said, and I I think it is I have this job, and I feel, I mean, what do I mean by loser job? It's not enough money. It doesn't sound glamorous. It doesn't feel like it gives me the freedom. It's not going to wow people. It doesn't wow me. It doesn't wow me. And shouldn't I be doing something better?
Mm.
And also the, the questions, what do you do? What, so I'm answering this all the time and
And
identifying with what my job. So that's what we were talking about. Yeah.
And that's a great topic, identifying with the job. I had the same thing, exact same thing when I was 18, working at UPS. I was so ashamed of that. What do you do? Work at UPS. It's a company that delivers packages. It was a really good paying job. Part-time, really good paying job. But I work at UPS. Okay, then I graduated to working at an attorney's office, and that this whole prestigious, and then graduated to working at the attorney general's office, but I was a legal secretary. So all of this, I'm just saying, I relate to everything that you said. Legal secretary until it was our brother that said it. Hi, girls.
It's one of our, it's a kid.
Oh, oh. Anyway, so our brother said to me, he says, that's not that job isn't you, and you're not that job. That job has nothing to do with your identity. And I'll never forget where I was. It just snapped me out of it. But I still had that shame of being a secretary to the point where I would say I'm a legal assistant. I mean, I did both, but that whole, and it's a story. It's an ego story. That's why I'm telling you, I like the human stuff. Shame, attorney general's office. No, it is about other people. It's about what I think about myself, and then what I imagine, perceive what other people think. It's like being proud of being a janitor. And that's why I'm just going to bring him in. Our brother has none of that. He cleans up parking lots and doesn't care. Would wash toilets and doesn't care. He doesn't have any of that. And at 68, I have to say I don't have it anymore, but I had it at 50.
Well, I'll tell you something that's really interesting about my journey and my story is my first job, McDonald's. I actually bring up on purpose to people. I mean, when the time is right, I'm proud to say I worked at McDonald's. There's a badge of honor for some reason there of a past job the lowest grade, lowest quality, fastest food, cheapest oil, cheapest meat,
Nastiest food.
nastiest food, and nastiest people, nastiest colors. And I feel I'm so proud to have worked there. I'm proud of all my jobs. It's just current jobs. So just like you said, 68 and then to 50. Okay, so and we talk about this all the time, getting over, looking at the past, knowing that things rolled out the way that they rolled out. And it's all good and it needed to go that way. And we're laughing about Penske. We're laughing about Doomsday. We're laughing about Death Day, whatever your death day was.
Death Day. Yes. Death Day.
So can I bring that into the moment? Because if I was ashamed about a job, I can tell you that's not the only thing I'm ashamed about.
Okay.
I'm just using the job for this story that goes deeper.
Now you hit on something. And this Rebecca Norrington wants to cling on to this shame and cling on to that. That's all my ego knows is the opposite of contentment, period. The opposite of contentment in any kind of topic. And it's, for me, it is letting go of in that shame thing, but whatever that is, I can feel, I'm not even going to put a label on it, but I can feel a disturbance in the force.
Yeah. And I wanted to, even little things in this show, things that I said 10 minutes ago are so easy for my head to say, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have joked. Something, little shame thing. And the last thing I want to say with that is, I wanted to tell you that I was rushing this morning because it just was the way it rolled out. And there was some, my ego was ready. He was sitting there ready to punish me, to say, well, this is going to be a shit show. You're not in a good, you said you were going to be chill. And he was ready. So like we talked about yesterday on the phone, let me turn a light on. I see you over there getting ready to shame me. Ow, bring that.
Ow.
Turn that light on. I'm gonna turn this light on right here. Turn that light on. Ow. I see you, and I'm gonna say, and I heard you say your piece about rushing. All of a sudden, this big scary shamer doesn't seem so scary anymore. And let's keep it moving, moment to moment, next moment. So yeah, that shame.
I love that. And that's what I'm understanding about my ego, about this Rebecca Norrington. And as soon as I put a light on it and I say, oh, I hear what you're saying. I hear all of the garbage that you're spewing. I can hear all the discontent. I can hear all of the angst. I can hear all of my expectations, my taking things personally. I can hear all of that. But guess what, ego? None of it's true. And the other day I told it to shut up. I said, shut up. But not mad, but shut up, ego. But it's the stories, we talked about it a couple of days ago. I am so done with these stories about other people, what I think I know about them. Nathan, the ego is done, it's a slow, scratch the death. It is a slow drip. If it's being fed with me giving it attention and giving focus and believing that it's the truth, and the ego knows it can't be God. It knows that. It's no. The more it's on a life support.
I'm going to try to bring all this in because it's connecting, I feel like, to the very first thing we talked about, this humility. I just want to share what I've been holding this week is just watching my judgments. When am I judging? And it happens a lot. It happens a lot. Strangers, people that I know, people from my past that I'm not even talking to, a lot. And the humility part is is not judging. Humility says, what's your problem with this person? So they look different than you. So they talk louder than you. So they're talking about topics you don't talk about. So what? And it's just humble, with the no judgment, and something as simple as, just a really quick example, but I was waiting in line at CVS, and I you know how we wait in line, and this older, shorter lady,
Like me?
yes, was behind me, very close to me. So
Uh-oh.
I scooted forward and to the side, way to the side.
Like on this side, this way?
like like all the way to the side, like this. So far to the side that she decided to ask me, am I she asked me, are you in line? Because I was so far to the side.
Oh my God.
And I said, yeah, I'm in line. I said, yeah, I'm in line. And what I wanted to say was, and this is a Norrington line, is, what do you think? Why do you think I'm standing here, honey? Of course I'm in line. And I said, yeah, I'm in line. And then I said, and I wanted to slip in the, what do you think? Of course I'm in line. Yeah, whatever. And I'm thinking, what am I going after this sweet, harmless, just this could be my mama. So anyway, that's me judging her. Why are you doing this? I don't even know why she asked. I don't know, but humble is, for me, in that moment, she's having her experience, I'm having my experience. She's not doing anything to me. I was already in an edgy place already before I stood in line. So humble is, I got the human emotions, and nobody else is to blame, and no one else is. I just got to sit with it. And the other thing, Mom, and then I'll turn it back to you, is I think there is humility in, yes, I am God. I am not just this body. And I also am stuck in this body. I'm stuck with that humanness. No matter how much work I do, I do work, awareness, spirituality every day, every second, and still I'm edgy with a stranger, and that's my humility. That humanness that I just can't.
And so I'm going to wrap it all the way up.
Yes.
Back to the humanness. And that's why when I'm feeling any kind of way, when I'm feeling edgy, or I'm feeling irritated, or I'm feeling moody, or I'm feeling annoyed, when I hear is there anything else I can help you with? Oh, you just don't even know. I have such a battle with that. And don't say, is there anything else I can help you with? Because I'm fine. All of that. Oh yeah. It is nothing to do with the situation. It has nothing to do with customer service. It has nothing to do with, I'm not going to talk about you. It has nothing to do, my irritation has nothing to do with the lady in the bank. Hi, Rebecca, how's your day going? And it's 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that. Because on some days I can hear it and I'm doing good. And some days I can,
Right.
And so this humanness is, because I am in this human body, it's a ebb and flow of emotions. It's an ebb and flow of feelings. It has nothing to do with my surroundings. It's just time to feel like that. And that's one of the reasons, Nathan, I'm practicing not even labeling my emotions, shame, none of it. I'm feeling, period.
Well, that's all the way human. Talk about not knowing, and talk about, I know this is sadness. I know it's anger. Well, says who? Says some book that we wrote, a definition of this feeling. I mean, that's really humble. That is stepping into, leaning into the universe, leaning into universal mind. The other thing I want to say is judgment of my feelings. So I am feeling something. Am I judging myself? I do expect to be peaceful all the time.
I
Peaceful.
don't.
Well, not anymore. I was trying to set it up, but
See, I'm at a different level.
you are. And that is the humblest, hardest pill to swallow about all of this, is when you're right. When you speak truth, it's just wow, talk about a near death experience for me. So anyways, yeah, accepting that I can do all of this and it is still an ebb and flow. It will always be an ebb and flow. And that's why this solution problem, there's no good and bad part to the solution or the problem. It's just there's this part of the equation and then there's this part, and they need each other or else it wouldn't even be an equation.
Unbelievable. Have you been attending my Truth About Happiness classes?
Well, luckily I haven't been, but maybe some of it's absorbed through osmosis.
Let's hope and pray.
Let's hope and pray. You even look at your mug. You have some math equations on your mug.
This is the mug that I gave you, and then you were going to throw it away. And this is my Einstein's mug.
Oh, I would never throw that away.
Of course not. By the way, one of the questions that I asked myself, just what you said, how the hell does anybody know what lonely feels like? By the way, there was somebody that was watching and then they left.
Oh, well, that's a long time to hang out, but yeah. Oh, watching on StreamYard.
Yes, or wherever they're watching, or
Yeah.
YouTube, because we're live on YouTube.
Such good stuff. What do you have anything else?
Yes, let me check my notes. I love that not identify. And this is the thing. This whole experience is, I was looking at it as a practice field, an exercise. I'm using all of these experiences with all these different people, all of what happens to me, what doesn't happen to me, as an exercise. Why am I here? I'm here to experience all of this. There's no good, there's no bad, there's no nothing. It's just an experience. It's an exercise in a human experience. And the programming, it's like this, or it's supposed to look like that. Nathan, I'm throwing away everything. I mean, I'm at this point, I'm cool. The practice is being cool with every moment. Every moment. That's it. And no, how about this? No moment means anything. Exactly. Now what do we have?
Now what do we have? I mean, well, we talked yesterday about these stories, all these stories. If I don't have the stories, then I'm just in the moment and looking around in the moment. Next moment. The past is full of stories. The future is full of stories. And I think there's something about your note that feels very present moment. I don't hear stories. I hear, I'm going through this, know that I'm good, and if I have an opportunity to write something, the last thing that I'm going to write in this physical body to you, this is what I want to say.
Next moment.
Yeah.
It's been fun, but I got to run.
It's been fun, but I got to run. And I was thinking about death the other day, and
That's funny.
yeah, because I don't feel close to acceptance with death. I feel far from it. I feel like there's not only so many things I want to do, but there's something that heart space that accepts it. I don't feel like I've accepted it yet. I want to get to a place where I look at my whole life and say, I'm good with what I did and didn't do. And I'm just not there yet. I don't know if I need more life or I need deeper to go even deeper and say, Nathan, what is the problem? You can accept your whole life right now. I don't know what it is, but I do long to get to that place of, if this is my time, I'm good. And that's it.
I know.
Oh, you know. Well, we were doing a show on humility, but I guess not anymore. Well, what do you know?
All I got to say is, and that's one of the reasons why I don't identify with Rebecca Norrington. See, Rebecca Norrington would have that question. Rebecca Norrington needs more time. Rebecca Norrington, it is the human, and I totally get it. And I'm going to say that who knows? I don't know if I would have even been able to do that at 38, but I definitely did it at 68, and that's that. And it's always the ego with the well, what there's always some kind of problem with.
Yes.
Yeah, so and that's what it is. It is a problem maker, a problem maker, and that's its nature. And am I going to allow? Do I allow a 5-year-old to drive the car? Would I allow a 5-year-old to do brain surgery on me? No. So I'm not. I know this entity, and I'm not allowing you to even have as. No. I mean, I'll hear you, I'll listen to you, I'll accept you, but that's about it, honey. I'm very patient with you, but I'm not allowing you to give me an identity. I'm not allowing my ego to give me an identity, and especially if it's that identity. Bam.
Bam. These cats are they've been running around the whole show.
Yay.
So you want to wrap it up?
Well, I want. Can I see one of them? Can you pick one of them up?
Yeah. Well.
Or
yeah, well, I'll just show them. They're over here up to no good.
Oh, girls!
They're going crazy.
Oh, look at them. Hey, Looney, Lexi. Oh, I like them so much. Well, I'll see them in March. Oh, I love those girls. Hey, Looney, they'd really like that one, Nathan.
They love that. Yeah, that circle thing, that worm.
The tunnel.
They love the tunnel. Wow, and with such a cheap little toy, and they really love that tunnel.
Wow, I love that tunnel for them.
Yeah, I do too. They're just running around. I think their energy feels like our energy this morning.
Yes. Good job.
Yeah.
Well, I love this show. Or do you have something else?
No, I was just gonna wrap it up.
Yes, let's wrap it up. And we wrap it up by.
We have our official competition at the end. I'm in the mood to win today.
Good luck.
Let me just make sure my face is in the frame.
That's a funny face now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oops, this way. Right in the middle. All right.
Okay, one, two, three.
Stare out.
I won.
No, you about to crack.
No.
Oh
No, I wasn't going to crack. I wasn't going to crack on that one.
You were getting close, and you called it a little early. That's like calling a.
Stare out. It was the face.
I know.
Damn it.
I had to go for it.
Yeah, you had to do that one. Well, another show wrapping up, and great. High five.
Oh, this way. You're right.
She's always right. So today I get to meet my one of my friends from high school, 50 years.
Wow.
Known him 50 years.
It's a long time.
Yes, it
It's
is.
a whole lifetime.
It's more than your lifetime.
Yes. Well, good luck with that. I mean, for them.
It's gonna be their lucky day.
It's gonna be their lucky day. Well,
Lucky
I
day.
love you. I love us. I'll wrap it up if you don't mind. This
Please.
was Mother and Son Make Sense out of making is it making Mother and Son Making Sense out of Nonsense. Oh, it could be either one. Could be either one.
Is it make or making? Mother and son make.
I think it's
It's
make.
make. It's make. You're right.
Makes thank you. Well, at least I got one in. Geez, towards the end of the show. Mother and Son Make Sense out of Nonsense. Plus more.
Plus more.
That's funny.
I love you.
Love you.